And are we live? Well, we're waiting. All right, we're good. Sorry for the tilt angle. I'm trying out a brand new setup. Hey guys, what's up? It's BigJackFilms here, and welcome to another live stream. I know it's been like, what, 2 weeks? I apologize for that. I will get to the reasons why in a moment. So just let me have my Coke Zero, of course. So, yeah, it's been a bit of a 2-week break since we did our last live stream. In fact, I'm gonna actually put a light on here. Using new studio light here because we want to look good for cameras. Hello, GTs Reborn. Ah, print light. Oh my god. Oh my god, it actually looks way better. Holy shit. Okay, let's just bring that down little bitty. I don't know, summer, winter. Let's bring it up down. There we go. Okay, so welcome to another live stream, guys. It's been a while since we've done one of these. I just figured I'd give you guys a bit of an update of what is happening currently. Junebug. No, don't go into the light, Junebug. Hi, Ike. Hi, Brian. All right, so a couple of updates before we get started. So, if you guys have seen, we've been posting a few things lately. We've actually been kind of taking a mild break here and there and doing videos because it's just lately we've just needed a bit of break. And also, we've actually gotten a few things going. We got a trailer for our new King Kong review. Actually, I'm hoping to get it out by Friday. That is probably not going to happen. It's going to probably be the next few days, or at least probably by the very end of the month. We're going to have that review out. I am working tirelessly to get this next review out, to get this next Kong review out for you guys. It's taking a bit longer than usual, but it is happening. It is happening. We are currently in post-production. We have to film a few more things. Should be done soon. There's that happening. Also, a couple more updates. As you guys know, this weekend was supposed to be Anime North. Now, unfortunately, it was canceled due to what's going on right now, but thankfully, we actually did make up for it. We did what was called Anime North at home. So what we did was we actually went, we mostly spent our time this weekend on TikTok, of all things. So what did I end up doing on my spare time? TikTok, doing Anime North at TikTok at home. I wore all my cosplays that I had planned for Anime North, and I did a ton of TikToks. You guys can go check them out on my TikTok channel. The 3 cosplays I had planned were Jack from Legend, Ridley Scott's Legend, which, by the way, where's this thing? Had the fucking thing on Blu-ray, thankfully, so I just got it on Blu-ray off Amazon. So I did Jack from Legend, of course. That was Friday. Saturday, I did Prince Lear from The Last Unicorn, which surprisingly, a lot of that went really well. We actually did some cosplay self-portraits, photos. We did a few things there. So we did Prince Lear from The Last Unicorn, which, by the way, guys, is another movie I'm considering doing a review at some point. I know after this next Kong review, the next big review I will be working on, which will pretty much be the summer blockbuster of the year, will be... I'm not talking about Legend. I've held it off for far too long. I need to talk about this damn movie. So after this next Kong review, that will be the next project on the to-do list, and then another Kong review after that. So it's going to be every other bit. So Big Jack Films review, King Kong review. Big Jack Film review, King Kong review. I think I'm going to keep it on that style, essentially. So Legend will be coming up right after this next... it'll be both, Brian. I'll be talking about both versions. So that will be happening after this next Kong review, which I'm really looking forward for you guys seeing, because this Kong review I'm actually surprisingly having a lot of fun with, especially with, funny enough, I got a brand new monitor for my computer, and it's actually showing a lot more color now, so it's a lot more colorful to look at, to do the editing, which is kind of weird. So, that's happening. Aside from that, that's pretty much it. But we're going to try to get more reviews out. Bradley's going to be doing a few more 60-bit shows for us, which he did put on our channel, on how Animal Crossing actually came out at pretty much the perfect time. Now, I haven't played Animal Crossing personally because I don't own a current console. I have everything up to Xbox 360, pretty much. So, that's happening. Yeah, so I'll be covering the King Kong books. It's going to be a very cool episode. You guys are really going to have a lot of fun with it. It has a couple great gags, has a couple things here and there. We're going to bring back some recurring characters. We're going to come back a few joke characters, a certain one that you guys have seen a couple of. But yeah, so that's all happening on that end. And then on top of that, we're helping out a few other people on the side in terms of helping out, sharing some contact info and everything. Or not contact info, but sharing some other entertainers that are on the platform. And I want to give 3 shout-outs this week to the following. First of all, I want to give a big shout-out to INDI Fan, Brock McGinnis on YouTube. His show, INDI Fan, is actually really good. Now, currently, guys, he's actually going through a bit of a rough time with stuff, with everything going on. So if you guys can, please go check out his YouTube channel. Please go check it out. Brock McGinnis, he's in the chat. Go watch his show. He did a review of our own movie, which is downright hilarious. We're going to be, he has a lot of projects lined up. He's got a big movie he wants to work on. So guys, please go support him. Please help him out however you can. He's looking for voice actors. So please go check out his channel. I want to help him out a bit and give him a bit more of a motivation to keep going, because he does some incredible work. So go check him out. Other than that, I also want to give a major shout out to BATTYALANA once again. We've been contacting her. We've been chatting with her lately. She's been a huge help to the channel. So please go check out her Instagram. She is a fabulous cosplayer. She has played Android 18 for us in a couple episodes, so go check her out. And a final shout out from somebody who actually kind of took a break from social media for a bit, but now she's kind of coming back into it, is LUNACHI Bunny. I'll put her Instagram in the links down below after the stream. I didn't have time to put it in the description, but she's coming back. We're gonna help her out with a few things, and yeah, hopefully things come around. So those are the 3 shout-outs I want to give to this week. But as you guys saw from the mail of hi Huey2More, good to see you. As you guys saw from the profile picture of Goku holding a FedEx, we're not doing Castaway as Goku, you know. Gohan Wilson! Krillin! I'm sorry! I love Castaway. One of my favorite Tom Hanks movies. Oh, funny enough, they've been showing a lot of Tom Hanks movies on TV. They've been showing Castaway, they've been showing Forrest Gump, they've been showing Saving Private Ryan. There's been some good movies out there that they've been showing on TV lately. In fact, for some reason, I just want to bring this up very quickly. On Twitter, Titanic was trending. And I'm like, what the fuck is Titanic trending? And I did review Titanic, so go check it out on my channel. But for some reason, it aired on CBS. And apparently it was just a huge trending at that time. And I didn't think movies on television were really that popular anymore. Like, remember guys, back in like the 70s and 80s, big time weekend movies were a huge thing for TV stations. NBC used to show the extended cut of Kong, used to show the extended cut of Superman the movie. They used to show all these big movies as like, you know, the big weekend Sunday night movie. You know, and for some reason, Titanic aired on television, and people just started talking about it. So I'm like, are just movies on TV again, the Sunday night movie, now a thing again? Because you know what? I'm all for that. I used to look forward to the Sunday night movies on certain stations. Like, I remember I used to watch a lot of The Wonderful World of Disney back in the day, and every, I think, Sunday or Saturday, they would show a big-time Disney movie on TV, and I think, didn't Michael Eisner presented like, hello, I'm Michael Eisner, you know, or some shit like that. Like, I've seen a lot of recordings of that. I think it's mostly because of I watch a lot of Tony Goldmark stuff, and he always shows stuff with Michael Eisner. But anyway, so off topic, I just wanted to bring that up. We have some stuff here. We have mail. We got a few packages in the mail lately, and we're gonna go through them. So the first one I'm gonna go through is there's a couple ones that I got on Amazon. I did make some orders on Amazon. I did do a bit of shopping, actually, this last 2 weeks. So we're going to take a look at this one. The first one is just a basic Amazon package. And there's a couple things in here I did order. One I actually surprisingly got just for the hell of it because it was cheap. But the other I had to get to update because I just bought a new laptop. And I'm going to probably start doing live streams on that soon. I just got to figure out how to do the ones where I can bring in people to talk on the live streams, because I have fun with those. And I want to bring in people like Sean of JT's Reborn, Kaiju Network, maybe even D-Man 1954. Would love to bring those guys in for live streams. So, the first thing I got for my new laptop, I got Pinnacle 22. I know Pinnacle 23 is the newest one, but I want to get this because it was cheap. For those who don't know, Pinnacle Studios is the software I use to edit all my videos. Now, for those who are very unfamiliar with this software, basically, in my early days of YouTube, I did a lot of Lego Studios stuff. I used a Windows XP computer, laptop from school, ask your parents' kids. But I had Lego Studios, and that's how I started a lot of my old projects. So when I eventually moved to more digital, high quality stuff, I reached out to the company that made Lego Studios, and that was the company Advid, who also did work for Peter Jackson's editing softwares on Rings and Kong and so on. So I got Pinnacle Studios, and I've been a Pinnacle person for over a decade. So I love Pinnacle. I know it's not the best software, but it's an easy software to use. Very easy. If you want a really good software, it does have a few bugs, but they're easy to fix. Get Pinnacle. Pinnacle is great. It comes with all the stuff, special effects stuff, green screen, chroma key, anything you need is on here. Wonderful software. So I got that to add to my laptop, so when I travel, I don't have to bring my big-ass tower. I can edit on my laptop. But the other thing I got from Amazon, and this we just filmed an extra segment of it today for the next con review, but it's a book that I actually did cover on another person's channel, on Jim Supreme's channel, who he and I did a little bit talking about the first issue of this. But I got the full graphic novel, and it is Kong related. I got the Kong on the Planet of the Apes. I just want to see that in Caesar's voice. It is Kong on the Planet of the Apes. Now, as you guys know, I'm a big Kong guy, but believe it or not, I'm a big fan. I love dark sci-fi films. I think out of all the science fiction series I've seen, aside from Alien, and Predator and Terminator, Planet of the Apes is probably one of the darkest sci-fi franchises I've ever seen. Like, you know, the original movies are great. You know, at least the first four. I'm not a fan of 5. The Tim Burton reboot, nobody gives a shit about. But then there was those 3 Andy Serkis, Matt Reeves films that were fantastic. And almost act as prequels to the original series, which I love. So, around a couple years ago, Boom Studios, they're a big comic book company. They do a lot of crossover events. They came out with this comic with Fox, and I believe, I can't remember if they got Universal or RKO, but basically they did a crossover with Kong and the events of Skull Island in the same time period as Planet of the Apes. Now, continuity-wise, it's a little confusing. They're pretty much implying that the events of the original Kong did take place in the same continuity world universe as Planet of the Apes. So in this comic, it takes place pretty much right after the first one, beneath the Planet of the Apes, and all the other series never happened. So pretend this is a thing where the rest of the franchise never happened, except for the first one. And basically, after finding the Statue of Liberty, spoiler alert at the end, it was Earth the whole time. That's one of the biggest twists in cinema. Cornelius, Dr. Zaius, and them find the statue and decide, we need to destroy the statue. But then they come across the body next to it of a giant Kong, and they're like this could be the missing link to our advanced species and gods and stuff. So they go to Skull Island. Oh, it's great. It's a great comic, a great kind of what-if story on if the characters in Planet of the Apes met King Kong. And it kind of follows the idea that even though they are a much more superior beings to apes, they do fall under the same traumas and trials as the events of the original Kong. So I'd say check this one out. This is a really good comic, and I do make a section of it in my next Kong review, so look forward to that. But definitely check this out. It's a great comic book. Kong and the Planet of the Apes. I just love the title. Great stuff, and I love the original. So now we got this big parcel thing. This big box. Now, a story about this box, it comes from, actually from Facebook Marketplace. I've actually been buying stuff on Facebook Marketplace like crazy lately. I did buy just recently a Betamax player that I have to get repaired. But I did order something from a guy in the States who was kind enough to get me a really good offer. So we're going to open this thing and see what the hell is in here. Oh, and let me tell you, it did cost me a little bit. It did cost me a little bit to get this shipped. The problem is, like, it wasn't the cost of the items presented here. it was the fact, bastard, it was the fact that they were, the shipping was expensive as hell, and I have a hard time figuring out what's good shipping, so I paid for the shipping, and then they asked for border costs, like border charges. I'm like, fuck. Okay, so ordering stuff from the US right now is not a good idea. Let me just get a box cutter. 1 moment, please. Where's my box cutter? I'll get a pair of scissors. Because fuck it. Alright, so we have here, we're gonna use scissors. Remember kids, I think all package people do this. Remember kids, when you're opening up packages, please get your parents' permission before using a cutting tool. I require a cutting tool. I'm adult. We need to get to Skynet. The coronavirus has become self-aware. Us! Humans! Ah! I gotta get this box! The key to the future is in here! Oh god! Ah! Ah! I love opening boxes like this. Ah! Oh god! Ah! Ah! It's so... Oh, Jesus! Okay. So, what is in here, you may ask? Aside from this bubble wrap, which... Oh my god, they've been fired. They've opened fires. Things are getting pretty heated here. And now for sports. So, in this package, I got a few VHSs in a lot. Some of these are actually a little bit rare, and some of these, I don't own. So, the first one, obviously, that comes to mind is a tape that I've actually been wanting to acquire for a while. It's another VHS edition of King Kong 1933. I don't own this one. This one is from 1999. Holy shit. So this was 1999 this was released. This was part of the Warner Brothers Classics collection. And this version has a special bonus feature, 60th anniversary documentary. Ooh, so I guess it's got some stuff on the Laserdisc. Okay. Because I had this documentary digitally. So this was probably, I guess, the last time the original King Kong was released on VHS. So this is 1999. This was released. So I have to check the quality of this because, if you guys don't know, I own several copies of the original Kong on VHS. So this is now my 4th copy of the original. It is crazy. So just to give you a kind of context. So I own, this is the 1986 edition. 1986 VHS. This is a sealed one. This one is from 1988, and this was part of the RKO collection. So this one's sealed. This one's never been opened. Ooh, I'm tempted to open it for the episode I want to work on. I have the Turner Entertainment version from 1989, and what's cool about this one, this is the colorized version. Yeah, Kong got colorized by Ted Turner back in the 80s. It was a big controversial thing, but honestly, the colorized version is not half bad. But I own that version, and then finally I have the 99 edition. So that's like a couple generations of tapes right there. There's 3 from the 80s and 1 from the 90s. So I have to get some other ones. I know there's the 60th anniversary edition that I want to get of VHS, as well as a few others. But yeah, I'm slowly collecting VHS versions of the same fucking movie. Ain't that crazy? So I got those handy. So I got, yeah, Kong 99 on VHS. So that's pretty fun. And then, what also came in the lot were a couple of, well, first of all, we'll get to the main lot in a sec. I also got with it a Ray Harryhausen movie I do not own on VHS. I have a couple Ray Harryhausen movies on VHS. I have Mighty Joe Young, the original. Actually, the Mighty Joe Young VHS I own is, again, the colorized edition, which is, again, a really rare species. I have the colorized version of the original Mighty Joe Young. But I also have Beach from 20,000 Phantoms and 1 Million Years BC on VHS. Now, this one, and I think I own Seventh Voyage of Sinbad. I think it's somewhere in my collection. I'd have to look. But this one, I did not own, and I have not obtained yet. And it's from Columbia TriStar. That is It Came From Beneath the Sea. A classic 1950s science fiction film that Ray Harryhausen did about a giant octopus. That is pretty much, I guess, the first movie to feature the Golden Gate Bridge in San Francisco as a icon to be attacked by monsters. Before Godzilla, before the X-Men, before the Planet of the Apes attacked this thing, it was this giant hentai monster thing. That was all in stop motion. So this came in the lot. I figured might as well grab it because I don't own this on VHS. So yeah, there's that. Now let's see. Is this which version is this? Is this black and white? This is 1987. Wait, no, not 87. This had to have been, when did this VHS come out? This was 93. Okay, 93. Yeah, and this is in black and white. So this is the black and white version. So I do have, it came from the, I also have it on digital. But yeah, got it on VHS, so that's a plus. So that's one of them. But this is where the magic happens, folks. So in this lot were a couple of movies that I don't have in my collection. Wow, that's cool, Huey. So some of these are rare, and some of these I just figured I'd get in a lot. So, the VHSs I got in this lot were a whole butt fuckload, about five Godzilla VHSs. Some of these are actually, they were the rarest ones in the lot. Hi, Clark. Hi, Roger. Good to see you. We're talking about VHS tapes that I just ordered. So these Godzilla movies, I did not own on home video, or actually on VHS. So we're gonna go through them. The first one being, which is one, it's actually these are the three that are the rarest, right? The first one being, which unfortunately has a big ass sticker on the front, but I don't give a fuck. Godzilla Raids Again on VHS. I find the sequel to be okay. It's a very rushed sequel. If you want to see a full review on our channel of Godzilla Raids Again, check out Nick Jackson's review on it. We remastered it. But yeah, so we got Godzilla Raids Again on VHS. This is by Video Treasures. This came out in 1989. Pretty much the only version of Godzilla Raids Again, as far as I know, to be released on VHS. Now, I don't know if this version... Okay, this one is Gigantus the Fire Monster. This is pretty much the same thing. But they just called it Godzilla Raids Again on the VHS. So, finally got this in my collection to add to my Showa-era Godzilla films. So, that was all fun and dandy. That's fantastic. So, let me see if I can fit this fucking thing in here. Oh, God. Gotta take out that Betamax Godzilla movie. Okay, so, what's funny is, too, I'll just bring this up because it came out. I have Godzilla vs. Gigan on Betamax. What's cool about it, it's called Godzilla on Monster Island in Betamax. So this is Godzilla vs. Gigan. See Godzilla Gigan on the back? But this is the Betamax version. Now, again, I just bought a Betamax player, so I had to test to see if this works. But unfortunately, the Betamax I got, it needs a belt replacement. So I gotta go get that repaired before I play any of these. So there's Godzilla on Monster Island. There's that. This Betamax, by the way, came out in... no year! There's no year on this. So, yeah, I got Godzilla Raids Again. The next one I got, this is actually, okay, I guess it was cheap because the VHS, the case here is really bad condition, but it is easily, I think, next to Godzilla vs. the Smog Monster, which I don't own yet, is one of the rarest Godzilla movies to find on VHS, and that being Son of Godzilla. Now, it is also one of the rarest Godzilla movies to come across on DVD. It was only released once on DVD, and then it was actually just released with the Criterion Collection, so that's a plus. But I have Son of Godzilla. No, this is not Godzilla's Revenge. There's a difference. I have Godzilla's Revenge. This piece of shit. But this is Son of Godzilla. This is pretty much, I think, one of the only times the film was ever released on VHS. And the tape seems to be in okay condition. The case is a bit messed. But that's okay. It's Godzilla. It's to add to my collection. It's one of the ones I was looking for. And that motherfucker's going to be hard to kind of figure out where the hell to go. So I'll have to make room for that. The third Godzilla movie I got in this collection. And wow, this is a nice one. This one, again, I was looking for a while. It is one of the rarest ones. But I can add to my collection. And I think, aside from Godzilla vs. the Smog Monster, I have the full Showa era. That, of course, being Destroy All Monsters. This features all great classic Godzilla monsters. This came out... when did this come out? 98. So around the same time that the 98 Godzilla came out. So this is Destroy All Monsters. This was not part of Sony's line of tapes. This was by... who made this? ADV Films releases. So these are the same motherfuckers who put out like a lot of anime back in the day on VHS. So I have Destroy All Monsters on VHS, which is great because this is the ones I've been after. This is my first time checking the tape. So yeah, this is a really good tape. Glad I got this. It's the Deluxe Collector's Edition letterbox. Damn, this shit's in widescreen. Okay, I can dig that. This is fucking widescreen. All right. That's pretty kick-ass. I don't know if Destroy All Monsters was ever released on any other version on VHS. Not 100% on that. Now, yes, SJ Super Saiyan 4 Jason. I do own the entire Heisei era of Godzilla on VHS, but there I got Destroy All Monsters. Now, speaking of Heisei era and Sony, I got these two tapes. Now, I don't have the third one, but it came with the bundle, so why the hell not? I got Rebirth of Mothra 1 and Rebirth of Mothra 2. I have yet to watch these films. I know that's on my to-do list. I've seen most of the Godzilla movies, but I haven't seen the Rebirth of Mothra series. But I am looking forward to watching these. Did they ever release Rebirth of Mothra 3 on VHS? If they did, let me know. I will have to put that on my list. But I got those with the bundle. I figured, why the hell not? You know, it's Mothra, it's Godzilla, it's in kind of the same continuity. Why the fuck not? So that was the last three that came with the bundle. Now, those were all my VHS tapes I have acquired in the last little bit. And actually, one I'm tempted to actually give away or sell. I don't know if anybody would want this, but I have here in my collection a tape that I've owned for a while, but I got a brand new version. No problem, Brock. Take care. I own a spare copy of Alvin and the Chipmunks Kong. This was the episode that spoofed the 1976 remake. Now, I have already a better copy, in a better condition tape, right? In a better condition VHS tape. Would anybody want this? Let me know in the comments, and maybe I can give this away or sell it or something. And if you want, I'll autograph it, because I have reviewed this. So, let me know. I'll think about that. You know, I'll think about it. I'll come up with some... You know what? No, I'll do. Fuck it. I will come up with a contest for this damn thing, and the winner gets this and gets it signed. So, maybe I'll do something like that. A little giveaway contest. I'll have to come up with a promo or whatever. So, I'll take a look at that, Roger. That sounds interesting. A Lego King Kong teaser. It sounds really cool. So, the last bit of mail we got here is a letter envelope thing from Tyler from Potterstown, PA. Is that Pennsylvania? I don't know. Yeah, but yeah, it's Potterstown. Potterstown, PA. So, basically, yeah, send us some mail, and we're gonna see what the hell is in here. Oh god, it's a bunch of folded up paper. Oh god, it's anthrax! No, it's not anthrax. Let's see here. So what do we have here? Oh, there's some fan art. Okay. So Tyler Fish sent us some stuff. Oh, he sent us some, oh my god, he sent us a fuckload of fan art. Okay, we're gonna have to go through all this shit. So, first one he sent us, oh wow, these are great. These are great. First one is Goodbye Old Friend, and I guess it's a picture of me with the Brachiosaur from Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. Aww. It's so sweet. That scene still makes me cry, man. I'm guessing this guy probably watches my TikToks, but let's see here. The Almighty was said, no doubt. Oh, there's writing on the back. The Almighty has said, no doubt. Now here go those two unaccountable freaks. They came together and must go together. Mark Twain. I know you didn't like the film, but I liked it. See, I didn't mind it. It just had a lot of studio political interference, Hollywood politics interference. Night, Cannon Paul, good to see you. So yeah, there is that. I guess, I don't know if that's me. If it is, that's adorable. But yeah, and also at some point, I'm gonna put out a version of my intro, like my Big Jack Films review intro, that has all the fan art collected in like a big slideshow format. I'm gonna make that a thing at some point, but yeah, there's that. That's so cute. Next bit of, oh, that's beautiful! That's so nice! So for those who don't know, because probably he's watching my TikToks, I am a big, fan of The Last Unicorn. In fact, my DVD edition is signed by not only the author, but Mia Farrow. Mia Farrow did sign this. I did meet her at Fan Expo. Such a sweet lady, by the way, Mia Farrow. Great lady. But, fan, sent us Last Unicorn fan art. That's kind of cool. Oh, God. Amalthea looks pissed. Like, back the fuck up. Her horn is a fucking sword. What the hell? And then we have the Red Bull here. You know, Red Bull gives you wings. Well, actually, Red Bull. But I can't do the Red Bull commercial. But, so yeah, there's Last Unicorn. Very, very nice. I love that movie. That movie's fucking awesome. Oh, okay, you know what? His fonts are really good how he does this. So, Disney presents a cartoon saloon production, Kenobi. A Star Wars story, a Tom Moore film, Lucasfilm Limited. It's a little fan poster of Kenobi, a Star Wars story, which I do want to see. I do want to see what they do with the Obi-Wan Kenobi thing, but that's a nice little fan art there. Wow, he sends us so much. Oh, okay, that's cool. That's bad. Oh, this is badass. Okay, sends us fan art of General Grievous. General Kenobi. See, you can do the meme now. You know, do. Wait, yeah, I can do this. Hold up. It's like he's like, no, do. Hello there, General Kenobi. Oh, this is great. I love this. And what I love about this Grievous artwork, you know, it's funny. I have a bunch of sketches of the old the episode 3 that I did years ago. I used to do a lot of sketches. Did sketches of General Grievous based on the comic, the graphic novel of episode 3. But this is really nice. It reminds me a lot of that. But what I really love, he added this silver beaming to the lightsaber. And if you look at it through the light, it creates sort of the same reflective material as the lightsaber. If I could actually just bring the light in. Can I bring the light in? Let's see. Yeah, look at that. Look how much it glows. It uses some sort of silver art. That's really clever to make the artwork come out. That's awesome. Wow. That is really cool. And it's very much like Tarkovsky Clone Wars. God, there's so much artwork. Academy Award-winning artist Rick Baker. Okay, this is cool. I like this. It's a bunch of artwork of Rick Baker. It's got Kong. It's got the Grinch. It's got Men in Black. It's got all these famous monsters that Rick Baker did for all his projects. So Kong, Mighty Joe, Maleficent. So there's all this artwork of the characters from the films, from like all the films Rick Baker worked on. I love Rick Baker. Let's see. The Ring, King Kong, American Werewolf in London, Harry and the Hendersons, Star Wars. He just put all the resumes in here. That's so cool. Then we have this photo. Okay, that's so cute. That is so clever. So, it's Blue at the end of Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. Very end. But look, you know how she's looking out the sunset and seeing all the suburban neighborhoods? Now, you know what's funny? I just realized this. Does suburban neighborhood remind you of something, especially with that sunset? Da, 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 da. Blue attacked Elliot's neighborhood and E.T. ain't there to save him. E.T. comes back. Elliot, where are you? Sees Blue eating her. Oh. I love this! Jurassic E.T. Yes, I love it. Oh my god, that's so fucking funny. Oh, okay, this is cool. This is so cool. It's artwork of a map of Middle Earth from The Hobbit. With, like, the Lonely Mountain. With the Lonely Mountain and Smaug the Dragon. Bilbo, Thorin, you have been waiting long enough. That dragon has sat there for too long. March your armies upon Erebor. Together you can reclaim the homeland. Oh, fuck. I can do Gandalf all the time. Bilbo Baggins. Something Park. But yeah, so it's just a map of the sections of Middle Earth where Bilbo Baggins and the company of dwarves went to get the mountain and get the dragon smoke. So that's pretty cool. Very awesome. Wow. Okay, Huey, you're gonna like this one, and I will answer that in a sec. I will think about that, Huey. I will think about that. But, this is really cool. This is, Huey's gonna like this. a banner of what if Jordan Vogt Roberts directed The Valley of Gwangi. Wow. Okay, yeah, look at that, Huey. Look at that. So you've got all the characters, all the dinosaurs from Gwangi in here. And this is if it was directed by Jordan Vogt Roberts. That's actually pretty cool. Look at that. That is awesome. Like, I love how the T-Rex has feathers, the Pteranodon's there, the Styracosaur. You've got the Orthomimus, and that is really cool. Love that. That's amazing. And then finally, we have this piece of artwork. Just a little pencil sketch. I like these little pencil sketches. Just the Prince of Egypt poster. That's all it is. I haven't seen Prince of Egypt in like forever. But with critics' scores that it's better than Lion King. Gonna have to disagree with you, man. But hey, your opinion, you know, let's just like your opinion, man. But yeah, so we got all this amazing artwork, and I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do with all this. Some of these I'm actually gonna keep up because some of these are great. All the dinosaur stuff for sure. Like, and funny enough, there's so much fan art I have now that it's on my billboard that I have to like make room. So I'm gonna have to like take the best bits and just send them, like put some of these in a freaking, oh god, like put these, because I have actually a binder, a bin, or a box full of fan mail that you guys send me. So some of these I'm going to hold on to and put on my pin-up thing, but some of these I gotta kind of put in storage, you know, because I want to make a whole place for my fan art. So yeah, that's all the fan art, or that's all the mail we got. We got some packages of some comics, some studio software, some VHSs, and some great fan art. Of course, guys, if you want to send us any fan mail, whether it be fan art, letters, donations, gifts, definitely send them our way at this address, BigJackFilms, P.O. Box 326, Queensville, Ontario, L0G100. We'd love to hear from you guys. So, and on top of that, guys, go check out our Patreon. Just $1 more will get you early access to all of our content, as well as other special features. So, without further goddamn ado, let's get to some questions. So we got about a half hour to talk about some questions. We're gonna take a look. What about Godzilla art? Yeah, sure, Godzilla art, definitely. You know, one thing I will say, too, also that would be great. If you guys want to send fan art, make it about my show. Make it about my show. I love fan art on my show or based on my Kong movie or stuff like that. I always enjoy stuff like that. So if you want to be a bit inspirational and want a little mission, do artwork of my show. Do artwork of our characters, whether it be Bradley, Mother Carter Carl, my character, 18, Josh, all them. Make an artwork of us. We love that shit. You know, that'd be fantastic. So we're going to start getting on questions. So, heard about Labyrinth 2? Yes. Don't know if it's going to be that good without David fucking Bowie. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know. It's a little too late. It's a little too late to make one. Although, it is one of my friend's favorite films of all time. In fact, I have it on Blu-ray. I'm not ashamed to admit it. I like Labyrinth. You know, look at this. I love this. 3 classic 80s fantasy movies on Blu-ray right the fuck here. Boom. Love it. So there's that. And no, I'm not going to show my DVD collection. Say, Jack, what if the Heisei Godzilla and King Kong movie, I have made a what if Godzilla versus King Kong on have I seen it? I haven't seen it yet, man. I'll have to take a look. Godzilla is due out on May 2021. There has been no official confirmation of that, Matthew. I have not heard anything from Warner Brothers. A lot of people were spamming D-Man 1954 about that, which I totally get how people can do that, but yeah, there's no confirmation to that yet, guys. So let's keep that a bit of a mystery until it happens. They're like, well, where is it? To quote Jeffrey Rush in Shakespeare in Love, I don't know. It's a mystery. Thoughts on my knowledge of dinosaurs and prehistoric life? I love it. You've got some really good insight, man. I'm sorry I haven't been able to message you. I've just been really caught up on work and everything. How many Ben Kingsley movies have you seen? The Pirates movies, and is he in the Pirates movies? I can't remember if he's in the Pirates movies. Iron Man 3 and Prince of Persia. Iron Man 3 I did not like at all. I did not care for Iron Man 3. Have I seen Cliffhanger? No, I have not. I heard it was a pretty big summer blockbuster when it came out, but again, it came out the same year as fucking Jurassic Park and made very little money, essentially. So no, I have not seen that. Review the original Sam Raimi Spider-Man trilogy. I've been considering it. I don't know when yet. Maybe by 2022 for the 20th anniversary, I'll take a look at it. I don't know. I don't know how far we're going to go with stuff right now, but we'll keep you guys posted because, again, because of what's going on, a lot of our big projects have been put on the back burner for now, but we're going to get back on it once things get back to normal. Say BigJackFilms, what was your inspiration to score your Kong fan film? And also, how can I get your Kong film on VHS? Great question, Jared. The inspiration for the score was primarily Waterworld. The score to Waterworld, which is one of my favorite, probably my favorite soundtrack of all time, is Waterworld by James Newton Howard. Great score. Underrated movie by all means. I love Waterworld. In fact, why don't they make a Waterworld 2? You can make Backdraft 2, but you can't make a Waterworld 2. What the fuck? It's probably my favorite score. But, basically, yeah, it's just that kind of thing, essentially. It's just like, I mean, that was basically the inspiration. The score was wonderfully composed by the very talented Bernard Keir, who is a huge Jurassic Park fan and a huge, he actually reached out to us. That's the funny story. He reached out to us when we were in the middle of post-production, and I looked at his resume, and he actually scored one of my favorite fan films, Prime Survival, which is a Jurassic Park fan film that every one of you should watch. It's fantastic. Got a lot of inspiration from that for doing the Fallen Kingdom review. But he did the score for that, and I was very impressed with that work. So we immediately clicked to me right there. I actually met him. Really nice guy. He does a few things on the side as little jobs and stuff. So I met him one time. He's a really great guy. But we worked together a bunch of times. In fact, a little announcement, guys. Because the King Kong review will probably not be out this Friday, I'm going to try to get it out at least by the end of the month, so I've got a couple more days to work on it. The next Kong-related thing that's happening will probably be tomorrow. We're going to start releasing very slowly tracks from the film. Original soundtrack recordings of Kong. I've gotten permission from Bernard to do so. We're going to be posting the first track tomorrow, and this is probably going to be a once-a-week thing. However, I do advise to anybody who is watching the track, if you plan to use the soundtrack, please let us know and ask us first, because this is Bernard's work, and I don't want to cross the line, so please go ask, send us a message, ask if you can use the soundtrack. I would probably say no, but you know, people download shit all the time, but just make sure you ask me first and everything. But yeah, we're gonna be posting the soundtrack tomorrow, or part of the soundtrack tomorrow. So once a week or something, or whenever we get a chance to. However, another thing I do want to say, dude, Jared, if you want a copy of our movie, which we have stock loads on VHS, just pull out a prime sample here. Here's a copy on VHS. Very nice, very nice. Designed by Josh. Helped us out make this this cover. They are on pre-recorded tapes. They are on VHS. If you want a copy, send us a message on Facebook. And if you have a PayPal account, we can cover it via. You can cover it via PayPal if you want to send us there, and then we can have this shipped to you. So it's $5 plus shipping. So send us your address. We will calculate your mailing address. We'll calculate how much the shipping cost is going to be, and then we'll have it sent to you. So that's basically how we do this. So it's $5 and then the shipping cost. So there you go, Jared. So if you want a copy, just send us that, and we'll send you all the shipping and full price info if you want a copy. And that's for everybody else. You want a copy of our movie on VHS? Send us a message on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. And it's $5 plus shipping, and it's all through PayPal. So there's that. So there you go. And we got stocks of these. In fact, we might open an Etsy account for it just to get these out there, because we've got I think we have 50 copies. Here, let me actually just can I move this here? Look at this shit. Look at that shit. Those are all VHS copies of the same fucking movie. I do want to do more, because I think VHS is actually starting to make a comeback. So it'd be kind of fun to bring that format back, essentially. So there's that. Let's see here. Al Pacino is Carl Denham. Let's make a movie. And no, I don't see that. If it was 80s Al Pacino, then maybe. If they had done it in the 80s with the style of Scarface, then yeah. Oh fuck yeah, that'd be great. Goes up to Kong. All right, Kong, you want to play laugh? Okay. Say hello to my little friend, the gas bomb. Oh, that'd be great. That'd be hilarious. Even though the last VCR was produced in 2016, really? Huh. Well, they're everywhere now. Anybody can even make, I can probably guess somebody could actually make one at this point. Spider-Man 3 is my favorite trilogy. It's okay. Have I seen any Charlie Chaplin films or silent films? I've seen a few. The one I know the most is the Richard Attenborough Charlie Chaplin film, I believe starring Robert Downey Jr. That's a decent film. That's a decent biopic on him. Ever seen Ultra Q? No. Who says he has to look like David Bowie? What if Jareth would take the form of whoever he wants? Yes, Huey, but at the same time, half the reason that movie is such a good film is because of David Bowie. And if you recast him with a different actor that doesn't fly with the audience, and especially the fans, you're doing a total disregard and service to Bowie. I'm sorry. Like, that's one of those movies where it's like, I think, honestly, to me, Labyrinth is one of those films where it's just a one-movie thing. It's like Kong. It's a one-movie thing. It doesn't have to be a franchise. I'm getting so sick of that, honestly. Like, what did they announce? Didn't they announce we're getting, like, a sequel to, like, something that's from, like, the 80s? I can't remember. What about Schindler's? What? Schindler's List is a franchise? No! 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 Don't make me go there. No. That comment, David, I pardon you. I pardon you. Let's see here. Thoughts on the tone I was going for with Sailor Moon and Jurassic Park crossover. Again, I'm looking forward to whatever you're doing, man. I want to see where this goes. I really want to see where this goes. What does the back cover of the King Kong Fanfil VHS look like? The back of the Jurassic Park? That is because it is actually just a straight-up version of it. We want to take inspiration from the Jurassic Park VHS, so we just use the same background, but we added a little biograph in the back, little titles in the back, a little rating system of VHS. Yeah, it's all there. It's pretty much the same thing. It's the Jurassic Park VHS, but with Kong. And I just, I love making these tapes. These tapes are great. I just buy them in bulk, so there's that. Shit, hang on. This tape is acting the fuck up. And also, what's cool, guys, if you order it, if you decide to get a copy, I will send you a personal thank you letter. That will be one of the things that come with the tape. So just bear that in mind if you want that. And I'll also sign them if you want. You would work well for a director of a live-action Sailor Moon. Just have exclusive middle ground. Yeah, I mean, I would do it. I would totally do that. That or Inuyasha. In fact, funny enough, I was talking to some of my guys, my buddies at, I'm just fixing the light here. I was talking to some of my friends at Weta. Yeah, I know a few guys that work at Weta Workshop. They helped me with the Kong 96 episode. They were apparently going to do an Evangelion movie in, like, 2004. A company had hired them to do production designs, and some of my buddies had worked on it. They were doing designs, and they had watched the show. In fact, a lot of people, believe it or not, guys, a lot of people at Weta that I know are big anime buffs. A lot of them know about Inuyasha. Which is great, because if I had done an Inuyasha movie, I would hire them right the fuck away to do the designs. Exactly. The Weta. They're the best in the business, honestly. So, they were going to do an Evangelion movie. And they eventually, I guess they just couldn't find the funding and it got canceled. But man, that would have been interesting. I have not seen True Lies. That is one of the things on my to-do list. There's a couple Schwarzenegger movies I have not watched yet. I think what else? Have I seen footage of Godzilla vs. the Wolfman? I've seen most of it. It's okay. It's a cool fan film. I love it. I don't get why Toho banned it though. Because what? That was made in like the 80s, right? Are you going to review Conan the Barbarian? I have no plans to review that yet, man. Only because I've only seen the first film and I've only seen the 3 films once. Arnold's in the new Predator game. Fantastic! Yes! I'm back in the game! Hooray! Now why can't I be in the Mortal Kombat 11 playing the Terminator and fighting Robocop? Let me do it! Do it now! Can you imagine Casablanca getting a sequel or remake? There is a remake! It's called Barbed Wire with Pamela Anderson, and it's a piece of shit. The only good thing about it is Temperance Morrison. I think his name fucking Django the Clones. He's in that movie. And he's great. He's awesome in that movie. Let's see. Hey Jack, holy crap, the comments are going by. Have I ever seen Red Sonja? Yeah, I actually kind of like it. It's a guilty pleasure for me, Red Sonja. I do consider it part of the Conan series. Like, I know he's not playing the same character, but it's the same costume. It's the same sword. It's Conan, but he goes under a different identity. You know, like, because think about it. I'm King Conan. I could do anything, but people want my head. So what do? I go under a different name, like Bilbo Baggins playing Professor Andy. I do it. I go find Red Sonja, and then I wed her to Flavor Flav. Yeah, wow. I love doing Arnold. Arnold's great. Gorosaurus versus the T-Rex in The Last Dinosaur. Gorosaurus all the way. Tim Burton should make Nightmare on Elm Street. No, I'm done with Tim. Tim lost me after Dumbo, man. Unless he makes a third Batman, I really don't care. Spider-Man 3 is better than Spider-Man 2? I'm gonna have to say no to that, buddy. Am I still doing the Inuyasha movie? Yes, but they are, again, it's gonna take a while to produce because right now, because of the COVID-19 and everything, we just haven't had time to work on it. We are still doing the vlogs every Monday, though, so don't worry about that. We're doing the vlogs every Monday. We're going to try and make that a thing. Burton should do a Spawn movie. No. Burton, don't touch anything unless it's Batman. You gotta prove yourself first, buddy. Michael Keaton and Batman Beyond. Maybe not Batman Beyond. I just want him back in the Batsuit. I don't know if I ever got that, man. I'll have to take a look. Is it, let's see here. Is your son the one from, Potterstown, Philadelphia? Let me know. Because we already opened it. Do I have a Laserdisc player? Yes, I do, old movie trailers. And actually, I really dig Laserdisc. Laserdisc actually is pretty good quality. I watched the original King Kong on Laserdisc, and the quality was actually pretty good. Yeah, he sent me all that. We got his letter, tell him we did. We love the fan art. Big thank you to your son, man. Your son's art is fantastic. We just opened them early on in the stream. Say, Jack, what is the inspirations for the natives in your Kong film? The natives in Pirates of the Caribbean? It was more just, for me, when I was kind of envisioning it in the original script, we were thinking the idea that we were going to kind of take from what Jackson did with his Kong, where the natives of Skull Island that ended up later, not the ones from the primitive civilization, were actually part of a Dutch trading ship that crash landed and they inbred on the island. So that was our idea for the natives, sort of where it was about, you know, a slave trading ship crash land on the island. The slaves revolted, and then they crash landed on the island. They tried to survive and saw Kong as a god, and that's how it kind of came to be. And they just, through countless, you know, generations, they constantly just saw Kong as a god and became more demented as the island progressed. He also sent another letter along with the one you opened. Did you get that one? Yeah, I did that too. I've got a ton of his artwork on my pinup thing, so that's pretty cool. Are the rights insane to do Inuyasha as a fan film, or is it all right? So here's the thing with fan films, guys, that you got to remember. You can either be a Star Wars Theory fan film, where you have to ask permission from Lucasfilm to do a fan film, or, like most fan films, you got to do them underground. You got to do them underground. You can't do them without, you know, saying you're doing it to the studios, no less. If you do it underground, you're more than likely to get it done. Put it like this. Things like, I watched the documentary on the making of Batman Dead End, which is one of the best fan films ever made, that had Batman versus Alien versus Predator. The director had ties with Stan Winston and all that. He had his own effects company. But he wanted to do this fan film kind of underground. Because think about it, Batman's owned by Warner Brothers and Alien Predator is owned by Fox at the time. And one of the people he had actually first cast as Batman was Sylvester Stallone. Stallone was actually in for it. You know, it was to be Batman. You know, he had had a career in a while. This is before Rocky 6. He was kind of in a slump, so he, you know, the guy, and he wanted to do it. But then Stallone's lawyers got aware of the situation and told him you can't do this movie because of the legal reasons. So he had to bail out. And that's basically, at that point, it's like, yeah, it was only because of legal reasons. So if you're doing a fan film, it is very tricky to really get any involvement with anybody who had worked on previous installments, previous stuff, because they're more than likely going to tell their lawyers, and then you're more than likely going to get a cease and desist or sued. For me with Kong, it was very just because it was a home movie, we didn't have much trouble with it. But if you're doing something professional, it's going to be a lot more difficult. Thankfully, our line of fan films run in kind of the home movie category where nobody's going to give a shit. Nobody's going to care because we do things on a very low budget. So for us, we're looking with Inuyasha currently because we have an idea for a story. But because of the recent announcement of the sequel series, we're going to have to push that back a little bit as well because we want to see how this new series plays out and how it kind of messes around with the continuity. So, if anything, the top priority we're going to be working on is actually pretty much the first episode, which will be essentially a small prequel fan film. It's going to be a prequel with only a few characters who are going to show up, but we have a new character who shows up as well in this prequel. So we're going for that. That's going to be our first one because at least it doesn't interfere with the continuity of, the original series and onwards with this new show. So we want to wait to see how this show plays out, at least by the first season, to see kind of like what the bridging gap is, how long in between the original series final act and this new show, what's the time gap going to be? Is it going to be 15 years? Is it going to be 20 years? Is it going to be 30 years? Because at least if it's a 30-year gap, you have a chance to tell that story. So let's see what happens. Do I have any Dr. Seuss books? Not anymore, man. I was kind of a big Dr. Seuss fan as a kid. I loved Cat in the Hat. I loved The Grinch. I loved Green Eggs and Ham. Loved Horton Hears a Who. One of the ones that I like the stuff by P.D. Eastman because he was kind of the successor to Dr. Seuss, but he did more basic stories. And the one I remember the most was Are You My Mama, which was like, Are You My Mother, which was a really kind of depressing story about a baby bird. I just remember that shit. But the thing is with Dr. Seuss, it's for children. And I'm kind of past that. Although I do like the Grinch movie. I do like the Jim Carrey Grinch movie. Cat in the Hat is really stupid. Like, it's really bad. But there's one or two moments that are actually really funny. The memes made it funny. You should check out Kamen Rider. It's like a predecessor to Super Sentai. I know of Kamen Rider. It's just not really my thing. Bug people on bikes, not really my thing. Let's see. One of my mail my son had and the other letter said alongside, just opened included inspiration for the adaptation of The Last Unicorn. Yeah, man, I opened all that. I did open all that. I'm going to have this all pinned up. His artwork's fantastic. Your son's artwork is really great. I really enjoy what he does here. Can you review The Most Dangerous Game? That actually might be one I could do as sort of a side Kong review. I don't know. Maybe some stuff that kind of on the side I could do. But yeah, I could maybe do The Most Dangerous Game. That would be an interesting one. That's like the original Hunger Games, essentially. That's the original Battle Royale. Funny enough. And funny enough, I watched, what was it? Mockingjay Part 1 again on TV. The thing is with the Hunger Games movies is like, the first three are great, but I felt the ending to that was awful. Really disappointing. More so than something like Dark Knight Rises. It was a very anticlimactic ending, and I did not care for it much at all, the finale to that series. Yeah, and in terms of the whole Snyder Cut, guys, I really don't care. Guys. My problem is, it's pretty much saying, congratulations, fans, you bitched enough to get what you want. So what's to say you're not what's to say you're not going to be happy with this for a while and then move on to the next thing? When are you going to? I'm surprised nobody said release the remake of The Last Jedi or release the JJ cut of Rise of Skywalker. It's like, stop, guys. Seriously. Sailor Moon versus Aku from Samurai Jack. That would be interesting. Or no, if Queen Beryl actually summoned Aku to fight the Sailor Scouts. That would be a good crossover. And then Samurai Jack shows up on a motorcycle with one of those like neon light spears and shit. That'd be amazing. Karagoski in on that. Okay then. So yeah, it's just kind of, that's basically a lot going on there. So we're going to answer 3 more questions and call it a night, because it's normally what the fuck we do. But yeah, send us 3 more questions. We'll answer it our way. Again, guys, if you have any more questions, let us know in the comments. Or if you want to send us mail, if you want to send us fan art, if you want to send us gifts, if you want to send us donations, you can send at this address, BigJackFilms, P.O. Box 326, Queensville, Ontario, L0G1R0. We'd love to hear from you. Also, support us on Patreon. So let's go to it. 3 more questions. Fire away, and we're going to call it a night. I will be waiting here. I feel like I have to do the Jeopardy name. But yeah, I will see what I can do here, Huey, about this. I will see what I can do. I will talk to you first about it, because these are rare, and I want to at least try to get something out of this, but let's see what happens. Yeah, I know. It was directed by Marion C. Cooper, or Ernest Schoedsack, Most Dangerous Game. I do know about that. So yeah, guys, 3 more questions. Fire away, and I'll answer them as quick as I can. Let's see. Holy shit! Wow, I didn't even notice that. Okay, so these 3 questions. I'm gonna read the ones here. If you had to turn a movie into a musical, what would it be? It's funny. I talked with composer Bernard Kier about this, who did Kong. We think this would actually work is Legend. Legend would be a great musical, we find. Like, especially with like the mix of Tangerine Dream and Jerry Goldsmith's score. So that's question number 1. Dark Wolf says, do you think they'll ever do a sequel to Shin Godzilla? I don't know what the director's doing right now. I know he also did Evangelion, but the thing is like, I don't know if he's going to do a sequel or not. It'd be interesting to see what the fuck all those weird Godzilla human fuck babies were going to be, but I don't know. Let's see what happens. And then Michael Fish. Last question from Michael Fish. What are your full thoughts on Disney's Dinosaur, and would I ever review it? I have actually considered talking about it, because it is a dinosaur movie, and all fans love my dinosaur reviews. I'll consider it, but I want to get through my first Harryhausen dinosaur movie first, before I talk about others. But Dinosaur would definitely be on the list at some point. There's one other Disney film I do want to talk about at some point, animated-wise. It's my personal favorite. I'll probably do that first, and then after that, I will probably put Dinosaur as the next Disney thing to review. So that will probably be essentially a review at some point, because I do own the movie on DVD. I do enjoy Dinosaur. I still think it's a decent film, but it's just really forgotten about. So there's that. So yeah, guys, that's it for this live stream. Again, thank you all so much for watching, sending us fan mail, sending us stuff, and just, getting to answer your questions. Of course, if you have any more, let us know in the comments section below. As well, if you want to send us questions through mail, if you want to send us gifts, donations, and whatnot, fan art, as always, you can send at this address, BigJackFilms, P.O. Box 326, Queensville, Ontario, L0G1R0. We'd love to hear from you on that round. And again, if you guys would like a VHS copy of Kong, just send us a message via Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, and we will get back to you. And they are $5 plus shipping, so depending where you are, you're probably going to be paying more for shipping than you are the movie itself. So definitely send it our way, and you will get that. As well, if there's any other things, last thing, I want to give 3 shout-outs, of course, to Brock McGinnis, aka Indie Fan. Guys, go subscribe to his channel. I'll put it in the link description after. BATTYALANA, our Android 18, who has been a huge help. Smith Wilson, tell Queen 18 to go check out BATTYALANA's work. Y'all should go check out her content, especially everybody on the Queen 18 Discord chat. I know I haven't been there in a while, but, I've just been super busy. So go do that, as well as LUNACHI Bunny. She's going to be rebranding at some point as a different name, but I will leave her Instagram and Facebook, I think, in the description below after the stream, because I didn't have time to do it. But yeah, I just want to send those shout outs. So yeah, tune in tomorrow. You will be seeing our first release soundtrack to our Kong remake. We'll put that up tomorrow. And then because the Kong review, this was supposed to come out Friday, we need more time to work on it. We're going to replace Friday's review with another review. We're going to do an opening night, and it was heavily suggested by, I believe, David Salgado, who sent us it in the fan mail. we're going to be discussing the first How to Train Your Dragon movie on an opening night. So look forward to that Friday. That'll be an opening night. And until the next video, like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys later. This is BigJackFilms signing off, saying stay safe, and I don't know, send us artwork, our fan art of us as of our show. We'd love to see it. And yeah, later. Bye. Peace out. Stay safe.